This is the 16th chapter of this already. We will see what has happened during December, as it had some more games than expected. It started with an international break that was used with a friendly to give minutes to players with match fitness problems. It was a disappointing game in which they scored 3 goals, all of them in counter-attacks, making it more clear than ever that the tactics used are worthless without fast centre-backs. The Copa del Rey made it so we had the 2 matches in 4 days against Atlético de Madrid. I should be happy with the first leg performance, as we created many chances, we controlled the ball, but it ended with a sour taste with the last second goal by Pizzi in a fast break with taking a cross from the side. A mistake by the Manolev, the right back, who didn't jump and allowed Pizzi to jump above him to head the ball into goal. That would force us to win by a 2-goal margin at the Vicente Calderón. And incredibly, we didn't win by 2 goals, but recovered from being 1-0 down after a penalty by Mandy to end the match with the same result as in the first leg and getting it to the extra time. An extra time that was crazy, where we scored first, then they came back to score and tie the goals, but with the away goals playing in our favor. They had 1 goal disallowed by an offside. The good thing about this match, apart from passing through eliminating such a team as Atlético de Madrid, was the fact I seen for the first time in any of my matches that we created 7 shots, but all of them were on target. Not many chances, maybe, but they were all of good quality. The defense, however, was rubbish, allowing the Atlético de Madrid players to have time and again runs behind them. Luckily, my players consistently managed to get the last ditch tackle done well, so we passed on through the next round. Then, as it is custom in my games, a great result is followed by the team crashing down hard in the next match, and we lost 3-0 against Real Sociedad in a match that we did nothing right, despite the ratings achieved by some of my players. And though the worst rating is given to Asier del Horno, I would rate worse the performance by Ivan Hernandez. He was the culprit of the first goal with a weak header that fell to the feet of Carlos Vela. Asier del Horno certainly didn't make a good match, but Ivan Hernandez was more consistently surpassed by the opposition. However, a difference of Asier del Horno, Ivan Hernandez toward the last half of an hour improved his performance and got some nice interceptions. Then in the last of match of the month, I set up a friendly against Segunda B side Alaves to to build match fitness during the long break of Christmas. In the transfer market, there was some activity in this past month. I saw you already the signing of Buffon that came to the side used the 2nd January today in the game. But we have added John Boy from Rennes on a €500,000 deal. No creativity, good anticipation, decent aggression, bravery, composure, positioning, marking, tackling, heading, fast, good acceleration, and descent on the air. This player and Buffo will make my new main center back couple. They're both fast enough, I hope at least, to make the high defensive line work, and the other players that were used in the center back will become replacement for the injuries. We will see possibly some trouble coming from the lack of yelling, but not from the lack of pace. I hope that at least. The consequence of two signings is that there is no places enough in the registration window to keep all the other players that I had, so I had to unregister Bernardo and Borja. Bernardo is being offered to other clubs for €700,000, which is more or less what his value is. It is, and Borja is being sent to the B team. This next month is going to be a very busy month with 8 games, 2 months worth. Another reason why I made the update for December, as it will not be a month short enough to make a 2-month update. Jerez, Mallorca and Espanyol are games from which we could possibly get some good results and maybe get us higher up the table. The others are not really the matches I expect anything from. A 3 matches stretch against Málaga, Copa del Rey, La Liga and Copa del Rey. In the league, we're still, after just one game that we lost in the league, 18th, with the same points as 17th, with the game in hand that I think is the one against Getafe. If things go halfway, we might end January out of the relegation zone, but might be still there. One thing for the future about this series is that I am considering the possibility, it depends of how this goes, of ending this series before the end of the season. That is very unlikely, because it is very unlikely that anything will be decided before the end of the season, and I won't leave this season without having resolved whether we survive in this division or get relegated. But I am considering already a new save to test a serious attempt to recreate the kind of tactics used by Stoke. And that's something I'm curious to do, as well as offensive tactics. And I've tried a couple of times, but never very seriously, and the slight tries have been failures. and I have interest in trying for real and making a series about it. The team has been chosen. It will be Kievo, that looks powerful in terms of players with high or decent strength. It will use a database for the 13-14 season. And that is all. See you next time for the January update that almost sure won't be the last. As the most likelihood is that the last chapter of the series will be the last month of this season. See you next time. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed.